Mr. Speaker, may I please ask?
We already have our attendance registers, honorable colleague,
Mr.
and
Speaker,
we'll rely on that to ensure.
Mr. Speaker, this is a constitutional.
Yes,
Can we do a head count, Mr. Speaker?
There is no.
Ascertain that we have a quorum.
Yes.
Ascertain that we have.
Yes, yes. Our attendance register will guide us accordingly, honorable. Please.
Sir,
our attendance registers will guide us accordingly. Members are still signing, and at the end of the day, we'll take attendance.
Mr. Speaker, can that be made available now for the members to know whether we have formed the quorum? Whether we have formed the quorum, Mr. Speaker, as enshrined in the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, so that our deliberations are not going to be deliberations based on illegality.
It is noted, honorable. Please, you can sit down. Sit down, please. Your point of order is noted. Please sit down. The leader of the House, please, can you lead?
Mr. Speaker, the issue we are debating right now in second reading is a constitutional matter, and Constitution has prescribed what to do, Mr. Speaker. It is in the integrity and interest of this House, Mr. Speaker, for you to announce the quorum as we are seated, so that Nigerians will know that we are not circumventing the Constitution. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this is not about either supporting or opposing what Mr. President has said, but because of your impeccable leadership, the kind of leadership you have given to us in this House, and the kind of leadership that Nigerians have come to believe in, Mr. Speaker, it is good enough, and I urge you that we comply strictly with the Constitution by first transparently announcing the quorum as it is now for us to go into this debate. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything on all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. What you're listening to there are the voices of the heroes of democracy in the House of Representatives, who stood up to be counted, to expose this National Assembly leadership, in this case the House of Representative leadership, in its failure to follow the due process in approving the state of emergency in Rivers State. In other words, using illegality upon illegality, because they did not follow the due process. In a former video we did, we talk about the heroes of democracy in the Senate, those who stood up to be counted. Now we want to do a sequel about those in the House of Representatives who stood up to be counted, who exposed the shenanigans of the House of Representatives leadership, who deceived Nigerians that they follow due process in supporting the state of emergency in Rivers State. And the heroes of democracy that we listened to there are Obi Agwocha, the House of Representative member representing Ikwan Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. In fact, that Honorable Obi Agwocha is the lawmaker representing the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. You can see from his eloquence, from his presentation, from his comportment, that the apple don't fall far from the tree. You could expect that from the lawmaker representing Nnamdi Kanu's constituency in the House of Representatives. He was able to represent his people well and Nigerians well. Of course, the next person you listened to was Fred Abadi. He is the House of Representative member representing Ekremo and Sabama Federal Constituency in Bayelsa State. They were all very eloquent in their presentation, calling out Tajuddin Abbas, who ought to know what to do but failed to do it. You can see that they were emphatic about following the Constitution. Obi Agocha was insisting that let us count ourselves, let us know whether we have the quorum in the first place. Because you need to have the quorum first before you talk about even the meeting the constitutionality of Section 305 in such a strategic and very important vote. For example, what constitutes a quorum? Because if you don't have a quorum, ab initio you have failed. What constitutes a quorum? In the case of the Senate that has 109 members, 27 senators constitutes a quorum. In the case of House of Representatives that has 360 members, 91 members constitute a quorum. And Obi Agocha and Fred Agbadi will say, let us know whether we even have a quorum before we go ahead. Let us know whether we have a quorum before we go ahead. And he wanted it to be done flowing to. He said, let us count before proceeding. Let us count ourselves. Let's do head count. But Tajuddin Abbas, the speaker, was saying that the attendance register is there, that people are still signing. Where are they signing from? When you are seated, you can count yourself. Why do you need a register that could be doctored anytime and names added to it? Listen, let's count ourselves as we are seated here. That's what Obi Agocha was saying. Let us count ourselves. And of course, let us know to ascertain that what we are doing here, we have the quorum, that we have the constitutional requirement. And he wanted the numbers of the quorum, this thing, to be made available, to be announced there and there, so that people, the members will know that they made the quorum before they proceed. Because according to him, that is how it was enshrined in the Constitution, that the House must have a quorum. Because before any legislation or any deliberation can have effect, you first of all must have a quorum. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. And at the end of the day, they used voice vote to the ayes and the nays had it, and they passed the state of emergency. So these two gentlemen, Obi Agocha and Fred Agbadi, they acquitted themselves very well. They deserve the honor to be classified as heroes of democracy, who stood up and called out what Tajuddin Abbas, the speaker, did. What it is. Say it was an illegality. Yes, I'm not the one saying it. Say it was an illegality. Because when you listen to Obi Agocha, he said, please, may I ask for a head count before emergency rule voting? Mr. Speaker, he said, this is a constitutional matter. Can we do a head count? Mr. Speaker, to ascertain that we have a quorum, our constitutional requirement, can that be made available? So that can we know that we have a quorum, which is a constitutional requirement? And if we have a quorum, can we make that public? Can we make that public? Can we make it available now? Because making it available now means the public will also know that they have a quorum. Say, Can that constitutional requirement of meeting a quorum, if we have met it, be made available now for members to know whether we have formed a quorum as enshrined in the Constitution, so that our deliberations will not be based on illegality? That was the point of order raised by Obi Agoja, so that our deliberation will not be based on illegality. At the end of the day, what was done was based on illegality. Was based on illegality. The quorum was not identified, and the ayes and nays have it is not the process. You ought to go and generate. They do voting to determine that they have 2/3 of the members of the House of Representatives in this particular case. For example, the 2/3 of 360 is 240 lawmakers. That is what was required out of 360 lawmakers to pass that law endorsing the state of emergency in Rivers State. That was not followed. So the lawmakers that stood up to be counted, that didn't sell their soul to petty politics, and Agocha in particular needs special commendation at a time when when many Labour Party lawmakers have embarrassed themselves by showing that there are no difference from PDP and APC lawmakers at the National Assembly. Agocha stood up to be counted. And also I have to give credit to Fred Abadi, who represents Ekremo and Sabama. Even though he's of the PDP, he was able to make his constituency proud, made his state proud, made Nigerians proud as a hero of democracy. Salute them. I want you to say something on the comment section to appreciate their effort in standing up to save democracy as heroes of democracy. At a time, despotism and tyranny is overtaking the land. They stood up to be counted. Let's hear from you. Say some nice words about these men who stood up to be counted when it mattered most. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.